Hey guys, it's Miss Parker here, just sitting outside on Halloween, and wanted to take a couple of minutes and talk to you about some of the uniform changes that have come about in this year, in this year's handbook, and how we can make sure that we're all following what has been set forth in the handbook. You know, I'll be the first to admit that anytime we have change, that there's always going to be a little bit of confusion with change. But my hope is, through this video, I will put all of your questions, or I'll have answered all of your questions, and that we can all start kind of be on the same page moving forward. So the first thing that I'll address is on Spirit Day. So on Spirit Day, it's pretty clear in the handbook. It says that you can wear a Mount Vernon shirt, and then you can wear uniform bottoms, or you can wear blue jeans. So here's the issue. So the blue jeans, and it says this very clearly in the handbook, cannot have rips or tears. Now, I know with today's fashion, a lot of you actually have jeans that have rips or tears, and some of you have worn those jeans that have rips and tears this year. I'm going to have to ask you to address that and to stop wearing those jeans, and make sure that when you're wearing jeans on Spirit Day that they do not have rips or tears. The other thing that I want to talk about that I'm seeing a lot of is on Chapel Day. So on Chapel Day, you're all in your dress uniforms and you're looking great. The issue is with your shoes. The handbook is pretty clear, and it basically says that you should have on your dress shoes for the day. Your Sperry's, your penny loafers, your Bucks, those kinds of things, but not tennis shoes. And so those of you that have been wearing tennis shoes to chapel, I need you to stop doing that. I need you to address that and make sure that you are wearing the correct shoes. I know I've talked to a few of you about that, but I haven't been able to catch everyone. So my hope is through this video, you will be able to kind of know the expectation. Okay, outerwear. So as it starts to get a little colder, a lot of you are going to well, a lot of you already are, but are going to continue to wear outerwear. So the handbook is pretty clear and pretty specific in terms of the colors that are allowed. So it says gray, it says navy, and it says white. So those of you that have been wearing purple sweatshirts, that's going to have to stop. Those of you that have been maybe wearing green or red, those are going to have to stop. You really need to go by what the handbook says. In addition to that, it really needs to have nothing written on the front or on the back. So those of you that have been showing up with your, Boston College or, Georgia or Clemson swimming. So those of you that have been showing up with your sweatshirts that have something written on the front or back, again, those are not appropriate. It has to be plain. If it has something small right here that, like as you say, the Pledge of Allegiance, you can cover it up, that's going to be all right. But what we're asking for is for you to pay attention to the color, and in addition to the stuff that's written on the front and back. Again, some of you have been wearing sweatshirts that have stuff written on the back. No one has said anything yet, but we're going to start talking about it very, very soon. If you have something on the front of the sweatshirt and you've been wearing it for the past few weeks, you and I are going to start having conversations about that because it really needs to change. As you are wearing your hoodies and your outerwear, please make sure that you are wearing Mount Vernon shirt, a collared shirt underneath. That's also in the handbook that you should have on a collared shirt if you're going to, even if you have the sweatshirt on. So just make sure that that is the case. Make sure you're tucked in at all times and not just when you're in the cafeteria where Miss Coach Burnett can catch you. Make sure that you are keeping your shirt tucked in at all times. So we've talked about the dress uniform, we've talked about Spirit Day, talked about the outerwear. So the other thing that I'm seeing a lot of are socks. Now the socks, again in the handbook, it basically says you can wear navy or you can wear white. And it also says you can wear ankle or knee high. So, or crew. So what it says is, and it actually says it says no no-shows. So those of you that are wearing your no-shows, please make sure that we're moving away from that. And those of you that are wearing your blue and white striped socks or your bacon and eggs socks, let's make sure that that stops and that you are, again, abiding by what's presented in the handbook. So then the next question may come to you. It's like, well, how can I like make changes? I think I should be able to wear my ham and eggs socks. So here's what I would tell you to do. So what I would tell you is there are several ways to which you can get involved and your voice can be heard here at Mount Vernon. One of those ways is by talking to your class officers, and reach out to them and let them know your opinions, let them know your ideas. But always when you come with problems, you should also always come with a solution. The other thing that I will tell you is, certain classes are kind of built around how can I impact things. One of those classes that will be offered next semester is transformational leadership. And those students who were involved in that class last year were actually instrumental in a lot of the changes that we were able to implement this year. So that would be another thing that I could suggest. The other thing that I would tell you is that I am going to, in the next couple of weeks, send out kind of open invites. And basically it's going to be, I'll set up certain times during the day. And if a student wants to come and wants to chat, or a group of students want to come and chat about some of the things that they like or some of the things that they don't like, and some of the suggestions for change, I would love to hear them. So be on the lookout for an invitation to come and spend a little time with me and let me know kind of how things can get better here at Mount Vernon. And it doesn't just have to be dress code, it can be anything. So I'm hopeful now that we've taken a few minutes to watch the video, you have a great understanding of what we need for you in terms of the dress code, and that you also kind of have some ideas of how you can be a change agent here at Mount Vernon. If you have any other questions or if you need some clarification, please feel free to shoot me an email or come find me in the hall or in my office. Thanks a lot and have a great rest of your day.